Hi, day 4 of my diary, the Perplexed Software Engineering Diary. Today I want to talk about another thing that is perplexing to me, which is, how shall I put it, chunking or batching up, or this need for doing things in large batches. And I'm seeing that all over the place when I'm developing software and working in teams that we like to batch things up. I think there's two reasons for that. The reason number one is we are still a very special group of people who can develop software, a rare breed. It's a fairly new discipline. We've been always regarded as magicians. I remember they go and say, "Hey, Alex, why don't you go over there and do your magic and create this software?" And so, we go away, we do something that people are mystified by, and then we come back and voila, it's working, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is awesome." And so, if we were now to abandon that and become more reasonable and go and do it, chop it into small little pieces, then the mystique goes away, and all of a sudden people are like, "This is it?" Like, oh my God, I mean, this is so simple. So we lose that cachet or mystique. Another reason, I think, is because we translate how things are done in the real world with the physical objects into how we're doing things in software. I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm a carpenter and somebody comes to me and says, "I want you to build me a chair." And now we can talk about, okay, what kind of chair, what material, but pretty soon, we will be able to come up with some kind of a blueprint or a specification. And then, it's easy to envision the final product. This is how the chair will look like. This is how it will be used. I go ahead and I build it, and then I deliver it and get paid, and everybody's happy. So that final kind of focus on the final product is how we do things in real sort of physical world, but that does not apply to software. And it actually is very harmful to approach building software that way, because and when we think about, well, like, I cannot deliver chair incrementally. I cannot work on it and then the next day come back and say, "Here's a chair with one leg, nobody can sit on it," or "Here's a chair with two legs." So I have to wait till it's all finished before I actually deliver. But in software, it doesn't have to be that way. And so, it's much better if we do it piecemeal and kind of circle around, iterate, and start with like crude and coarse resolution, kind of in the vague outlines, and show it to the customer, and then iterate and tweak it, make it higher resolution, add more details, tweak it, polish it, until such time when it seems to be ready to be used. But no, we're not doing it that way, and there are many benefits from stemming from doing it that way. I can talk about this later, but for now I'm just perplexed that we still today in 2023 we still like to go away. Give us a few weeks, give us a few months, we'll work in isolation, nobody can see what we're doing, and then come back and ta-da. Well, what's happening then is the ta-da turns into like not even close, and we're like, "Oh well," but so we don't have we don't get the feedback. Why? Because we think we can envision how will this software product look and function and feel, but in reality, pretty much anytime we deliver it, we realize, oh, that's not even close. So we're kidding ourselves. We cannot envision it up front. We have to collaborate with users or customers or people who will be using it to learn what is exactly needed and how will this thing actually fit them, fit the purpose, and fulfill their goals and their intentions. So it's a tricky thing. We still refuse at large to try and do it a reasonable way. We do it the old way, like as if we're building a chair, or as if we're building an acoustic guitar or any other man-made object. So again, I'm perplexed. I'm hoping we will soon learn better ways to do it, but for now I'm seeing a lot of wasted effort, a lot of wasted time and money, and it's frustrating, right? You work on a project for months and then at the end customers are disappointed, and it's not an easy thing to live through, but what can we do? We can just talk about it, and send me also if you have some other ideas, or if something else is perplexing to you, send it my way and we'll talk about it. All right, so see you tomorrow. Bye.